Hi there, this is George and you're watching the 10th episode of the Nexo Brainer series, where we show you how to find your Nexo way into the crypto universe. Now, today's episode will be entirely devoted to our brand new product, the Nexo Booster. And specifically, we'll be talking about what is it, how it works, and how you can use it to your benefit so you maximize your profits in the crypto space. The Nexo Booster is a sophisticated yet pretty intuitive leverage product which allows you to amplify the purchasing power of your crypto holdings by letting you to grow your exposure to a particular asset on which you're bullish on, without really the need for you to add any assets, new assets outside of what you already have inside your Nexo account. So put simply, the booster is an automated way for you to get crypto credit and then automatically convert it into an asset on which you want to grow your exposure to. And all of this is done through one super simple transaction flow. So there are several major benefits why users use the Nexo Booster. First of all, it's a great tool, as we already said, for you to get more exposure on an asset that you're bullish on. So for example, if you have 1 Ether, you can get exposure of up to 3 times on Ether because you're bullish on Ether. Or if you still have that 1 Ether, you can get exposure of up to 3 times the equivalent value in Bitcoin or in any other asset that is supported on the Nexo platform. Second major benefit of the booster is that it gives you a consistently high loan to value ratio on all assets that you have on the platform. So as for other assets, you know that when you are taking a loan, every asset has a different loan to value ratio. Some have high, others have low. Well, with the booster, you get a consistent 70% LTV ratio, which is a great tool in terms of giving you really the maximum that you can take from your assets, and in this way also benefit the most from a particular upwards price move. And last but not least, every time you do a booster transaction, you're also going to get up to 0.5% cashback on any of those. Now, there are really several occasions in which it may make sense for you to use the Nexo Booster. Obviously, once you're expecting an upwards price movement of any particular asset, whether that is due to your technical analysis that you have done, whether that is due to some bullish news you have seen on that asset or some bullish news you're expecting, this is really a great opportunity for you to utilize the booster. The coolest part is that you can do so again, just with a couple of clicks inside your Nexo app without needing any extra capital. You just utilize what you already have on your Nexo account. And then, once you enjoy that price movement, once you reach your price target, you can lock those profits, repay the loan you have taken with the booster, and, enjoy the ride. Here are the actual steps in which you can get your assets boosted. Go to the Exchange tab in your Nexo mobile application and select Booster. Then choose your Pay With currency. This is really the asset that you already have and that you want to leverage against. Then drag the leverage marker to how much you want to boost your assets. As noted, you can go up to 3x the value of the assets that you have. Then add the desired receive currency. This is the asset that you want to acquire, the asset on which you are bullish. And then you can preview your order. Now, beneath the receive currency section, you will also see that there is a profit projection bar. You can drag it back and forth to project the potential profit of this booster transaction that you are about to make. And depending on how, the price of the asset moves, you will see what profit you would realize. This is really a nifty calculator that will help you predict how much you can earn from this particular transaction. Tap Exchange and you're done. The newly acquired assets will be added to your credit line wallet as collateral for your booster transaction. Please note that if you already have an open credit line, the booster loan will merge with all outstanding loans together into one credit line. You can also swap your newly acquired crypto assets by going again to the Exchange tab and selecting Convert. Just click the Credit Line wallet and you're all set to start swapping. Have in mind that exchanging assets in your credit line wallet happens through our collateral exchange feature, where you can only swap collateral that you have there for other assets, which would again serve as collateral, and those assets would need to be of an equivalent or higher loan-to-value ratio. Once you repay the outstanding crypto credit, you get to retain the difference between the sale price of the assets you borrowed and your original investment. Now let's take a look at an example as to how, for example, you could use an asset that you have in your account to get boosted into another asset that you're bullish about. So for instance, let's say you have $50,000 worth of Bitcoin in your Nexo account and you have no outstanding loans, right? So here is what your account balance would look like, right? And then let's say that you're bullish particularly on Ethereum and you're looking to get exposure for $100,000 worth of Ether, right? Which is essentially the $100,000 worth of Ether is twice the value of what you currently have in your account, which is $50,000 worth of another asset, in this case, Bitcoin. So the easiest way for you to get in just one transaction this exposure that you're looking for is to open the Nexo Booster and to get boosted, where you pay with your existing asset, Bitcoin, so that you essentially set the booster to 2 times, right? 2 times the value that you already have. And you will set the receiving currency to be Ether. And so in just one transaction, what will happen on the back end is that Nexo will convert your initial Bitcoin into Ether. Then Nexo will give you a loan in a stablecoin, which is then automatically converted into Ether again. And eventually you end up with exactly what you were looking for, the $100,000 worth of Ether exposure. And so at this point, you have an account balance where you have a $51,000 worth of outstanding loan, which is basically $50,000, the loan that was given to you, and a $1,000 fee for the booster transaction. And now, of course, there's this final step where now that you have gotten boosted, you've taken that loan, at some point in the future, you need to realize when you need to repay the loan you have taken, right? So hopefully Ethereum hits the price target you're aiming for, or whatever positive price target. And at that point, you can really use that collateral, that grown up value of Ether, to repay the outstanding loan of $51,000. And you do this through the regular flow that you have through the app, which you would use for repaying any loan. And once you repay that $51,000, you get your collateral, the 50,000 worth of Ether that is backing this whole booster to be unlocked. You can then move it into your savings account together with all the profit that you have also made in terms of Ether. You start earning daily interest there in your savings wallet, and you wait for that next opportunity for you to get boosted and realize another profit. Now, needless to say, the market never goes in a single direction. And so a leverage product such as the Nexo Booster can obviously help you to amplify your profits as the price of your selected asset keeps going up. But it can also magnify your losses in case the price of your asset decreases. And so in this case, you should really be prudent as to how you utilize the product. You should educate yourself about LTV ratios, about margin calls, and just go and test it out small. You can test the booster with as little as get boosted for $50, and so you see how the product behaves when a price goes up, when price goes down. And as you become more confident, you can obviously do it with larger amounts of funds. And also, please be on the lookout for the booster, because we'll keep improving that product and introducing new features so it can even better serve you to amplify your profits. Thank you for watching this 10th episode of the Nexo Brainer. I hope this was a useful one for you, and please let us know any feedback that you have about this episode or about other episodes that we have done. Let us know if you want us to cover some other topic about Nexo or the products we are building. And last but not least, do not forget to subscribe, to click that bell button so you get notified as we release upcoming episodes of the Brainer series. Thanks and see you soon.